The International Olympic Committee, IOC, proudly claims that the Olympic Games have achieved gender parity. However, despite these efforts, the shadows of historic gender inequality still linger. It was only a century ago, before the Olympics visited Paris in 1924, that female athletes took matters into their own hands. Led by Alice Milliat, they organized their own games, since they were largely excluded from the world's biggest sporting event. Pierre de Coubertin, the founder of the modern Olympics, believed that women competing in the games went against his vision of male athleticism as the highlight of the event, with women's applause as their reward. Fast forward to present day, and the IOC has made significant strides towards gender parity in the French capital. They have distributed their quota places equally, aiming for an equal number of male and female athletes. While they fell just short of this target, with 56-30 male athletes and 54-16 female athletes competing in Paris, it is still a significant step forward. The journey towards gender equality in the Olympics has been a long one. Initially, women were barred from competing and even spectating at the first modern Olympics in 1896. It took until 2012 for the IOC to allow women to participate in all sports, and it was in 2014 that they committed to achieving gender parity among athletes. Along the way, the number of female athletes at the Olympics has steadily increased, showing progress from 4% in 1960 to 28%, 9% in 1996, and 44.2% in 2016, leading up to this opportunity for gender parity in 2024. The IOC's strategy to achieve gender parity has involved making changes to the program of events. This includes replacing male-only events like the 50-kilometer race walk with mixed-gender events, such as the marathon relay. In Paris, there will be slightly fewer women's events than men's, with 152 compared to 157. But it will also feature 20 mixed-gender events. The IOC is making efforts to showcase tangible images of gender equality during the Games, with a focus on the opening ceremony. They have encouraged each country to have both a male and female flag bearer, as was seen in Tokyo, where 91% of participating countries had a female flag bearer. This seemingly simple gesture carries significant symbolism. In addition, the IOC has reordered the broadcast schedule to ensure that women's events receive peak viewing times. They have also provided direction to producers to portray a gender-equal and fair representation of the athletes. Furthermore, the Olympic broadcasting services have increased the number of female commentators, with 40% of the total being women. These steps aim to create a more inclusive and balanced viewing experience for audiences worldwide. However, even as progress is being made, challenges persist for female athletes. Controversies surrounding their clothing choices have surfaced once again in the run-up to the Paris Olympics. Reminiscent of the scrutiny faced by some athletes in Tokyo for either showing too much or too little skin. Addressing these issues is crucial. First, in creating an environment where female athletes can focus on their performances without unnecessary distractions. In conclusion, while the IOC claims that gender parity has been achieved in the Olympic Games, it is important to acknowledge that historic gender inequality still casts a shadow. The efforts made by the IOC to increase female representation and create a more inclusive atmosphere are commendable. However, it is essential to continue addressing the underlying issues to ensure that female athletes receive the recognition and support they deserve. Only then can we truly celebrate gender equality in the world of sports.